In this question, we're given a garden and we're told that 2/3 of the garden has potatoes growing in it. And 1/4 of the garden, they grow cabbages. And now we want to know what fraction of the garden do they grow carrots in. So our first step is to add these two. So we need to add 2/3 to 1/4. What I'm going to do is try to make the denominators, those are the bottom numbers, the same. So I'm going to do my 3 times table first. 3, 6, 9, 12. I know I can stop there. What I'll do is I'll do my 4 times table now. 4, 8, 12. I can stop there. So I know the number 12 is in both times tables. So I have to try to change this 3 into a 12 and this 4 into a 12. How do I get a 12 from 3? I have to multiply it by 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to multiply it by 4. So 3 times 4 is 12. Whatever I do to the bottom number or the denominator, I have to do to the top number or the numerator. So I've multiplied this by 4. I have to multiply this by 4. So this fraction here, I'm going to write here. So it's 2 times 4, which is 8. And 3 times 4, we know it's 12. Plus the same thing with this. How do we turn this into a 12? Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3. I multiply it by 3. And whatever I do to the bottom number, I do to the top number. Whatever I do to the denominator, I do to the numerator. So I have to multiply this by 3. So this fraction, I'm going to write here. So 1 times 3 is 3. And 4 times 3 is 12. Now this is easy because the denominators, the bottom numbers are the same. So I do fraction line and put the 12 there. And I simply do 8 plus 3, which is 11. So I know that 11 twelfths of this garden have got potatoes and cabbages in. Now I need to know what fraction is there. Now look at this carefully. Whenever you have 1, you know you can turn that into a fraction by doing 2 halves or 3/3 or 4/4. And what do you notice? That both the numerator and the denominator are the same. So what I can do is this full garden, I can take away this. So I can do 1 take away 11 twelfths. And what did we say 1 is the same as or equivalent to? I want to turn it into twelfths. So I can do 12 twelfths take away 11 twelfths. Now this is easy because the denominators are the same. So I do fraction line and I put the 12 at the bottom. And I simply do 12 take away 11. And that's 1. So I know that the carrots are planted in 1/12 of the garden. Now let me show you another way of doing this using the BRL, bottom, right, left. So let me write 2/3 here plus 1/4 equals, and there's a fraction line. So we start with the B, which stands for bottom. So we take the bottom two numbers, start on your left, walk across. That's our first step. And it's a bit strange this, because that's a plus or a minus, we still multiply these two. So we do 3 times 4. So let me just write that there, 3 times 4. Now you stood here, so we're going to do bottom right to top left. So we're going to go from the bottom right here, and we're going to walk our way to the top left. So that's our second step. So we do 4 times 2, and we're going to put that here. 4 times 2. Now this is a plus, and the plus will go there. And our third step is L for left. So we go from bottom left to top right. So that's our third step. So it'll be 3 times 1, and that goes there. 3 times 1. So what we have at the bottom as the denominator, we have 3 times 4, which is 12. And then we do 4 times 2, which is 8, plus 3 times 1, which is 3. And finally, 8 plus 3 is 11, and 12 at the bottom. So it's 11 twelfths. This is another way of doing it. If you can, try to practice this, because when you start doing harder maths in your secondary school, it will help you a lot.